Hello guys, now welcome back to my channel. And in this video we're going to discuss the best way to start a coding career, right? This question comes up quite often, and when you type this question on YouTube you can see actually many videos and giving many solutions to this problem. So I also try to do the same, but I believe I have done something better. I have done something different, because I'm not going to say you to do anything which is not possible by any ordinary guy. I am going to say in the mouth of any ordinary normal guy, right? Because I consider myself quite ordinary. So let's start this. Okay. So when you watch this video, what are you going to learn? Now that's the main question. So here I mentioned some points which you are going to learn after watching this video. The first one is the basic requirements to start a coding career. When you start a coding career you need to know something from before, so we're going to discuss that. And the second, when we're going to discuss about the languages you need to know to do coding, right? Languages, C++, Python and all those stuff, right? So third one is the time you need to spend while you are in coding. So either per day or per week, I'm going to say you a perfect figure which you need to mention, which you need to follow while doing coding, right? The fourth one is the flow of your study. Now this is quite important, because when you do something in a process you need to follow a specified and better process. Now if you don't do that in a proper manner, now your effort and all your hard work are not going to give you perfect results. So you need to have a better and good flow of your study, right? Now the last one is the resources to study. Now if you learn something you need some resources. So many of you might prefer lectures, video lectures, and many others will prefer reading somewhere. So I will also say about that, right? So let's actually jump to the first, that is basic requirements. Now many of you might be wondering what is PID. Now when I talk about basic requirements to start coding career, you need nothing other than just PID. Now what is P, what is I, what is D? It's nothing general, it's quite a common my personal acronym, you can say. P for patience, I for interest, D for determination or dedication. Now yeah, it's true that many of you might know something beforehand, like about C++, about C in your schools and your colleges. That's quite good, that's good, very good. You know something that's gonna help you. But if you don't worry, you're gonna know everything in time. You just need PID. Throughout the process of a coding career you only need these three things, and you will surely succeed, right? You will surely succeed, believe me. Now okay, so this was quite clear. We need PID. Remember this, PID. Now let's go to the second topic. Now what are the languages you need to start, right? When you come to languages, these are many languages like Python, C++, Java, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, PHP, all those stuff, right? Very tough names, but you need to choose only one when you start. If you ask my personal opinion, I started using C and C++ because they're quite basic languages. They actually define the pure logic of a program. Talking about Python is a bit advanced. It will actually make your logic bit simple. It won't help you think better, it will actually make your solution easier, but that actually doesn't help in your mind development. When I talk about C and C++, they're actually very basic languages, so their codes are a bit simple. You have to, but still I would like to say that it depends on your choice what you read, right? So you can choose anything, but choose wisely. So now that you're chosen a language, now let's just start. Time to give, right? This is very important. Now every day if you sit in front of a computer doing coding, that's not easy, that's very hard. But if you still love, that's quite nice. But to my view, you should give 2 to 4 hours optimum to every day, 2 to 4 hours every day to do the coding purpose, right? So 2 to 4 hours is quite, but 3 to 4, anything you want, but at least 2, right? So that will do proper justice to your career. So next, now this is the most important part, that is the flow to follow, right? Now if you see, the first we see here is that basic knowledge. Now what is basic knowledge? Basic knowledge basically know what are loops, what are identifiers, those, and variables, pointers, data, structures and all those things. So those are the basics of every programming language. Now you have chosen a programming language, now you're going to read the basic of those programming languages, right? Now after you know the basic knowledge, now you enter into competitive coding. So the basics of competitive coding, those are actually going to help you build better logic and better development of your coding skills. So in short, if I say that competitive coding is very important after you know the basic knowledge of any language, right? So after you have done competitive coding, now for competitive coding, if you say me, I would rather prefer to go to HackerRank, CodeChef, and Top Coder, all those stuff, right? HackerRank is also a better option. So after you have done those, now we enter to the better part, that is data structure and algorithm. This is not easy, this is a bit tough than the basic knowledge, but still, after you have completed the basic knowledge, you won't have any problem reading to this data structure and algorithm. So you're going to find a better way in this. So for data structure and algorithm, I will say proper resources, so wait for that. So after that, after reading data structure and algorithms, you will enter to competitive coding, which is actually including data structure and algorithm. So that is not easy, that is tough and strong. So you need to have a proper idea of data structure and algorithm, and after that you enter competitive coding in that field, so you do better and better in every step. Now after you have done all this stuff, now we enter to the the advanced topics like data science, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and all those things, and which also include the language libraries of all the languages you have learned. Now talking about data science, machine learning, DL, AI, all those are not important at the basic steps. They are the things which you need to learn after you have mastered all those 4 left hand side boxes, right? So they are important, but not before basics. So, and when you master all these things, now while you do all those things, you need to keep something in mind, that projects are important, because at the end of the day you're doing coding for getting a better job in a better company. So they are not going to see what you know, they are first going to see what's the project are. So projects will decide a bit of your future. So basically you need to do projects of every aspect to study in coding. Like if I study basic knowledge, now I would like to do some small projects on what I have learned today. Now after I learn data structure and algorithm, now I will also do some projects on those topic too. Now after I've studied data science, machine learning, I would like to also do big projects on those topics. So that will basically strengthen my CV, my resume, and that will also help me to get a better placement, right? Now talking about resources, now basically my personal favorite are these 3 resources. Now for the video lovers, the video lecture lovers, I would rather prefer them to go to MIT open course, and for the readers, the bookworms, I like to prefer them Top Coder and Geeks for Geeks. So these 3 are quite good. You need to study the topic like if I need to study data structure in videos, now I will type data structure in MIT open course and I get better videos on that. And if I do it in Top Coder and Geeks for Geeks, I also get the same. So this was quite, I think, clear of all those things. So basically I think this will give you better option to possess the good coding career, right? So at last I would like to end this video, but now it's you and your goal. Never sleep without a dream. Thank you guys.